Third person, simple English, full suspense, zero boring moments. The Galactic Empire was enjoying a quiet night in Sector 9 when everything changed. Inside the Imperial Watchtower, scanners glowed softly, showing nothing unusual. Patrol ships drifted calmly. Officers talked lazily. No one expected danger. But then a single alarm started to beep. At first, the officers ignored it. It was too soft, too slow, like a sensor glitch. But the beeping grew louder, faster, sharper. Commander Vark turned toward the screen, and his face went pale. A massive shape was sliding out of hyperspace. Silent, dark, unknown. He zoomed in. What he saw made his blood freeze. It was a human battleship. Not a fleet, not an escort group. Just one ship, entering the Empire's forbidden territory. This was impossible. This was insane. No human vessel had crossed this border in centuries. And yet the ship kept coming. Everyone in the tower stood up. No one breathed. The battleship's hull had strange blue lights crawling like living veins. Its engines glowed with energy the Empire had never seen before. It moved like a creature made of metal and power. "Why is it here?" an officer whispered. No one answered. Another officer shouted, "Scan it! Scan its weapons!" But the scanners couldn't read anything. It was like the human ship was surrounded by a shield of secrets. Commander Vark felt sweat on his hands. If this ship attacked, entire sectors could fall in minutes. The human battleship slowed down. Its front cannons turned gently toward the Empire's nearest outpost. "Is it threatening us?" someone asked. "No," the commander whispered. "It is sending a message." The lights on the human ship blinked once, bright and sharp. A code, a warning. And the Empire finally understood. Humanity did not cross the border by mistake. They came with a purpose, and the galaxy was about to learn what it was. Third person, simple English, full tension, zero boring lines. The human battleship hovered silently in front of the Imperial border station. Its engines dimmed, its lights softened, but its presence still felt like a giant shadow pressing on the galaxy. Inside the Imperial Watchtower, fear grew thicker with every second. Commander Vark leaned closer to the main screen. The blinking lights on the human ship repeated the same pattern. A code, a warning. But not a single officer could understand it. "Try every language we know," he ordered. The officers typed quickly. Human Galactic Standard, Old Terran codes, even ancient Earth emergency signals. Nothing matched. "It's something else," an analyst murmured. Vark stared at the screen. Humans were known for two things: unpredictable courage and dangerous secrets. If they sent a message the Empire couldn't decode, it meant the message was not for the Empire at all. "Maybe they're talking to someone else," Vark said quietly. Before anyone could respond, the human battleship rotated slowly. Its side panels shifted open like giant metallic wings. Everyone stepped back in fear. But instead of firing, a beam of white light shot downward, forming a large hologram above the ship. It displayed a map, a star system, one the Empire had never seen. Then the hologram zoomed in. A dark red zone appeared, marked with a symbol shaped like a burning eye. "What is that?" an officer whispered. Another warning pulse flashed from a human ship. The map expanded again, showing several Empire worlds slowly being swallowed by the same red zone. "Is this a threat?" a guard shouted. "No," Vark whispered, eyes widening. "It is a warning, but not about us." The human ship wasn't here to attack. It came because something far worse was moving in the dark of space. Something only humanity knew about. Something the Empire wasn't ready to face. Third person, simple English, deeper danger, more mystery, no boring lines. The hologram continued to expand, filling the entire sky above the human battleship. Every officer in the Empire's watchtower stood frozen, staring at the map like it was a nightmare unfolding in real time. Commander Vark felt a chill crawl down his spine. The red zone on the map wasn't just a warning. It was spreading, growing like fire across star systems. "Show me the timeline," Vark ordered. The hologram responded instantly. The red zone rewound to a smaller shape, then expanded again. Faster, faster, faster. In only a few moments, it swallowed an entire star cluster. The officers gasped. "This can't be real," one whispered. "No known force grows as fast." But before fear could settle, the human ship changed its display again. Now it showed dozens of destroyed worlds, ruined cities, shattered moons, all marked with the same burning eye symbol. The room went silent. One young officer trembled. "Commander, is this an invasion route?" Vark nodded slowly. "Yes, and it's not ours, and not the humans either." Then the human battleship did something no one expected. It opened a secure communication channel directly to the Empire. A calm, deep synthetic voice spoke. "Stand down. Do not engage. This ship is not your enemy." The watchtower shook with shock. Humans had never spoken to the Empire like this. The voice continued. "We crossed your border because we detected a threat that will not stop at your worlds or ours." Commander Vark clenched his fists. "What do they want from us?" he whispered. The human voice answered, as if reading his thoughts. "Prepare your fleets. The Devourer swarm is coming." No one in the Empire had heard this name before, but everyone felt the danger in it. Humanity wasn't invading. Humanity was running from something far worse. Third person, simple English, rising danger, no boring lines. The words "Devourer swarm" echoed through the watchtower like a cold wind. Every officer looked at Commander Vark, waiting for him to speak, but even he struggled to breathe normally. No one in the Empire had ever heard of this enemy. Not in records, not in legends, not even in secret archives. The human battleship continued its silent watch, engines glow an eerie blue pulse, almost like a heartbeat. Suddenly, the hologram changed again. It showed a dark space region filled with thousands of moving shapes. They were small at first, then larger, then enormous. An officer whispered, "Are those ships?" Varric shook his head. "No, they're alive." The Devourer swarm wasn't made of metal. It was a living force, a migration of planet-eating organisms drifting across the galaxy like a storm of shadows. The hologram zoomed in. One creature opened its massive jaws and swallowed a mining station hole. Another tore a moon apart like soft bread. Someone screamed. Others stepped back from the screen. Varric clenched the rail beside him. How did the humans survive this? As if answering him, the human battleship displayed more footage. Human fleets fighting in desperate battles. Warships burning. Cities falling. Human colonies turning dark one by one. Humanity didn't survive. Humanity fled. That truth hit the Empire like a punch. The calm synthetic voice returned. "We held them off for as long as we could. We lost 11 sectors. We cannot face them alone anymore." The officers trembled. The Empire had always seen humans as unpredictable, dangerous, reckless. But now, they were the only species with experience against this cosmic monster. Vark straightened his back. If the swarm was coming, the Empire had a choice. Prepare for war or die unprepared. And the human battleship waited, silently offering the universe's darkest warning. Third person, simple English. Intense build-up, zero boring lines. The watchtower's air felt heavy, like the room itself understood the danger approaching. Commander Vark stared at the human battleship, still floating motionless in imperial space. For a moment, he wondered why such a powerful ship had come alone. Then the answer came. A deep hum echoed through space as the human battleship powered up its core. Bright blue lines pulsed across its hull, growing brighter, stronger, alive with terrifying energy. "What is it doing?" an officer asked. Before anyone could guess, the human ship projected another hologram. This time, the image was not a map. It was a countdown. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, the officer gasped. "To what?" The human voice returned, calm but urgent. "The Devourer swarm has crossed into your outer systems. We detected them 21 minutes ago." The entire watchtower erupted in panic. "No! Our sensors show nothing," one officer shouted. The human voice replied, "Your sensors cannot detect them yet. Ours can. Commander Vark's throat tightened. The countdown dropped. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. What happens when it reaches 0? He asked. The human ship shifted its angle, revealing enormous cannons hidden beneath armor plates. They hummed with power, glowing brighter than any Imperial weapon. We will fire a long-range flare, the voice said. It will force the swarm to reveal themselves. A flare strong enough to expose an entire enemy species? The Empire had nothing like it. Varric exhaled slowly. Why warn us? You could flee. The human voice paused. Because the galaxy has only 2 choices now. Stand together or vanish one world at a time. The countdown neared its final seconds. 11 seconds. Officers held their breath. The human ship's hull lit up like a newborn star. 1 second. And the Empire finally saw what humanity had been running from. Third person, simple basic English. Full climax, emotional plus cinematic. The countdown hit 0. For 1 silent second, nothing happened. Then the human battleship unleashed its flare. A blinding beam of white-blue energy fired across the stars. So bright the Empire's officers had to shield their eyes. It cut through the void like a sword of light, traveling farther than any known weapon could reach. Space trembled. The flare struck something invisible and tore the darkness open. Suddenly, hundreds, no, thousands, of massive shapes appeared where scanners once showed empty space. Each creature looked like a living fortress, covered in black armor plates, wings like blades, and mouths filled with rows of glowing teeth. The Devourer swarm had arrived. Screams erupted through the watchtower. Many officers stumbled back, unable to believe their eyes. Commander Varric grabbed a rail, breath shaking. No fleet can stop this, he whispered. But the human battleship did not move back. It moved forward. Its engines roared, turning blue flames into long streaks of light. Energy cannons opened on all sides, forming a glowing shield around the ship. The human voice spoke one last time. We will hold them for as long as possible, but we cannot stop them alone. Varric swallowed hard. This wasn't a threat. This wasn't an invasion. This was a call for allies. He slammed his fist down. Prepare all Empire fleets. Send every battleship, every cruiser, every fighter. We stand with them. Officers jumped into action. Sirens blared. Doors opened. Pilots sprinted to their ships. For the first time in history, humans and the Empire stood on the same side. The Devourer swarm roared as the first Imperial fleet entered the battlefield. And in that moment, the galaxy understood one thing. Humanity did not come to start a war. They came to stop the final one.